I'm Ian Fitzgerald.
I'm Eloise Fitzgerald.
And I'm Annalise Fitzgerald. And I nominated Eloise for the Child of Courage Award because, Eloise is now 11, nearly 12. And when she was just over 2, she came home from nursery. Well, actually, she woke up one day and her knee was, I don't know, it seemed like 5 times the size that it was supposed to be. We obviously went to the doctors because that's what you do when you've got a child who's not well. And long story, very short, it took 6 months of going backwards and forwards, and eventually us going to Great Ormond Street by ourselves to find out that she has something called JIA. JIA is juvenile idiopathic arthritis, which is a chronic condition that not that many children have, and it can affect any joint. It can affect your eyes as well, and it's not very pleasant. So for, pretty much all of Eloise's life, she has had arthritis in her left leg, so in her knee, and in her foot, in various joints in her foot. She's had it once in her eyes as well, which wasn't very nice.
10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
But pretty much all your life.
Yeah.
And so it's been, hundreds of blood tests, hundreds of hospital visits, different doctors, MRIs, X-rays, ultrasounds, CT scans. I think the best one was the lumbar puncture. That was fun, wasn't it?
That was not fun.
No, don't recommend it. Obviously, all the treatments, all the hospital visits, the missed school opportunities, the treatment. So you go on holiday, you take the treatment with you. Missed visits to friends and things like that. They're hard, but it's the fact that there's no end. You just have to wait and hope that something might get better, and maybe it will, maybe it won't, maybe it'll get worse. When it first started, the only reason I started thinking maybe there was something wrong is she'd want to be carried, so she'd put her arms up and wait for me to carry her. But at no point did she cry. Yeah. She'd still play with her friends. And when you think of an adult who would go through that, they wouldn't. They just wouldn't. And I don't know anyone who has more resilience, who has more courage than my daughter. It can be a visible condition, as in, you may have children who have writing aids or who have walking aids, and she has had walking aids. There have been times when we've been on holiday and she's had to use a wheelchair. But it's also very often an invisible condition, and the number of times she's had to grit her teeth or smile when people have made comments because they didn't know, but comments that hurt. And that's the courage that you have to keep inside, that people don't necessarily see or understand. Yeah. And I think
when the world doesn't understand it, when the school doesn't understand it, that she keeps going.
And to actually receive something positive, I think it would just make you pretty happy.
You don't give up, and you keep fighting it, because there could be one day where it just stops and you could feel better, and so you can keep hope to make you feel better, and hopefully it will happen.